nature happens, will you be able to checkmate? Because everybody will be voting that time. Then the number of security is not like when we vote in a particular region where we can have numbers of security men there. How will possibly about 10 security men man where you have over 1,000? How will you manage it?
That has been taken care of. Like I said, we have armed teams, police teams, that are moving around each electoral environment. You understand? Wherever there is violence, we have mobile police teams, we have other distress response teams. You understand? That will respond to any trouble, any violence. That will respond to any violence at anywhere.
But is your number enough?
We have an appreciable number of security personnel.
So at the Federation?
Of course. You know, this is not the election where manpower is mobilized from every state to a particular state that is holding an election. This one is a general election. So all the states, all the states are involved. So the states make use of what they have on ground. And I think it's not just about what you have, but it's about deployment.
And technicalities.
Yes, how you deploy your personnel, you know, determines how effective they will be. So we have deployed personnel to certain areas, you know, where there are areas that have potential for violence. We will know the type of deployment we will do to that place, you know, and things like that. And areas that are peaceful, that has a history of peaceful polls over the time, we also know what to do around that place. So like I said, it's a matter of how the deployments are made, not really the number per se. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So in line with what this I just said, he asked us to bring out what is called dark spot, or what do you call it in security parlance. We're able to identify black spots, which area, we're able to pinpoint, give them the details. So they are working on that. And remember, there is synergy between all the security agencies to carry out this assignment. And I think they are on top of the situation.
I want to put this one to you.
Yeah.
The issue of monies, that is exchange of monies that is happening. We have read that your boss, that is the national level, said that it will not affect because you have had a meeting. He had a meeting with the governor of Central Bank, which he has settled you. Yes, he said that he has settled all the regs. I hope if our reg will be here, I hope you are closer to him. You have been settled. Even all sphere, transportation, everything, including publicity. Do you have provision for us?
Right, just like you said, when the issue started, the honorable chairman met with the governor of the Central Bank to lay our body, because election has to do with money. Honorarium for this one, meal allowance for this group of people, transport allowance, and kind of things.
Even security.
Yeah, and he assured them.
Even publicity.
Yes, you have to take care of your own. He assured them that they will be looking to it so that the election will go on.
In terms of cash.
In terms of how to get the money to those people. So they are working on that.
I think we are also doing our duty. Then you are going to... Okay, let me come to the commissioner of police. Sir, regarding to that, I believe that there will be... it's going to be, you call it special duties. Special duty, from there, I believe that money is going to circulate. Then, do you think that the issue of money scarcity won't lead some people into your cell, because some people, they may want to do a little illegal transaction. How will you be liberal with people, possibly during that first time, using this system to settle those who are going to be in the sun?
Are they going to buy and sell on the election day?
And there will be some people hanging around selling some things.
Selling things like
ice cream, water, and some other things like that. And you said that people should be distant from the people. I want you to educate people. Yes, educator is here too.
Yeah.
I want to educate people. Who are those people expected on the in the polling environment?
Vicinity.
It is the people that have come to vote. Those are the people that will be required to be around. those that come to vote will be on queue for accreditation. Those are people that are needed.
Our Amatekun, that is in the southwest, they were helping hand. They are helping hands to you in some of expedition you have done. Then why are they not included in this vote?
We are not synergizing with the Amatekun.
They help you in your daily activities.
We are not synergizing with them. We are working with other security agencies like NCSDC, NSCDC, the Federal Road Safety Corps, the Correctional Service, Immigrations, NDLA. Those are the people that the police are statutorily mandated to work with.
Not the Amatekun or the local hunters who always help you when it comes to going into the thick forest. Yes. Because we have learned it that sometimes they apprehend and
we are talking of election this time, and I don't think
they are not trained. They are not trained.
They are not trained for election duties. I don't think they are trained for the election.
Okay.
So we are working with these agencies that I've just mentioned.
HOD, yes. I want you to read the riot ads to people. Possibly some people have not watched you before. They're now watching you directly. Right. Now you are representing the commissioner. Am I communicating? Then, what are the things, the do's and don'ts on that date?
Right. Thank you. I want to still appeal to people. By now, they must have known where to vote. That is their polling unit. And it's still a law in the Federal Republic of Nigeria that with your permanent voter's card, you can access the polling unit. Because no permanent voter's card, you can vote. With that, once you approach the polling unit on the day of election, they will direct you, they will read your card if you are in the right place. If not, they will direct you to the right place. You know, you have a code for each polling unit. Once that is done, you will be on queue. Kindly move to the person that has the beavers, that's the machine to accredit the voters. And I want to encourage people that they should not bypass that. In view of there is crowd, there is people, old people around. Yes, we have asked, we've trained our ad hoc staff.
What about the efficiency of the materials?
It's very, very efficient. You know, about 3 Saturdays ago, we had what we call mock accreditation test. Purposely, after the 25th of, after the July election, we went back to the table to see how efficient, how effective, especially in the area of speed, was this thing. And it came out with another, some form of improvement, which we put to test about 2 or 3 Saturdays ago, all over the Federation, to see the efficiency and the fastness of that program. And it performed very, very well, to the admiration of all members of staff. You know, you have 2 means of accreditation now, your finger or your facial something, and it works perfectly.
Yes, the commissioner, because your commissioner here, is, I want you to read the riot ads. Who are those people you are expecting? Then how do you want people to conduct themselves on the day?
Thank you so much. I want to advise that people should come out peacefully, go to their respective polling units, get accredited, and cast their votes. Conduct themselves in a peaceful manner, and they should not constitute themselves into a nuisance. The security agencies will not fold their hands and allow people to disrupt the voting process. So I want to use this opportunity to talk to parents, fathers and mothers and guardians, to also rein in their wards and children and advise them to stay away from the polling units if they have no business there. And they should not offer themselves to be used by politicians to foment trouble, because anybody that is caught trying to scuttle this election, he will not be let go. Yes, he will not be allowed to do that. So anybody that is caught, he will face the wrath of the law.
Okay, anybody that is caught. But as the INEC chairman, that is on the top, saying that any place where there is any noticeable crisis, you are going to cancel such an election. If peradventure it doesn't meet up with the percentage to ESP, how will you announce?
Can you please come again on that?
Supposing a place or some places have witnessed some crisis,
All right.
then you are promised that you are going to cancel such places.
Yeah.
But if it happens like that, and you know that there is a particular percentage that you are supposed to have before you win account.
Prevention is better than cure, and that's what we are trying to do. You know, the law says that if it is the public that prevented us from performing our duty on that day, that is resisting the other person deployed to work or disrupting the polls without no justification, then what the chairman said that is the party A, party D, party F will get 0-0.
But that one will help.
If paraventure is mentioned that has some issues in the course of deployment, when the post starts probably is misbehaving or having something, the law still permits us to change that mention that day, and the election will continue. And that's what I think this people have been saying, that there is no need to fight, there is no need to cause disruption. Come and express your mind. The ground is level for everybody to display his willingness to whom to vote for, and much more. Another way that we are trying to prevent violence is the issue of accreditation, because I can't use your card to vote, you can't use my card to vote. So on what ground do you want to cause disruption? And on the issue of 2:30, which election by 8:30 the election will start, it will stop by 2:30. Everybody on the queue after that, our security people will guide. They won't allow the other person to come into the line on that day. And behold, and I talk about the fastness, improvement in the fastness of the beavers. We are not even looking at 2:30 for every other person will be able to cast their vote and go and rest and await the results.
DCP, you know that some people are full of apprehension whenever they see police, even without committing any crime. Then your people will be parading as usual. Will be parading, then reaching out to some centers. Are you going to stay with the people with ammunition that can scare some people, or you are going to be going on the highway?
No, those that will be deployed to the polling units will not be armed.
Okay. But will be in uniform.
Yes.
But that uniform can trace some people too. How will you do it?
Well, we cannot discharge our responsibilities without wearing our uniforms.
Okay.
And the uniform is not supposed to be a threat to any law.
I want to educate people now.
Yes, like I was saying, police uniform shouldn't be a threat to any law-abiding citizen. Do you understand me? So that's the issue of on the issue of our uniform. We must be in uniform. There's no way. It's a symbol of authority.
Okay, I want to look at this one because out of 11 disciples, there is a likelihood of having one Judas. Supposing anybody can go contrary to the leader rules, if a police possibly just does something that people are not, but people don't expect, or something contrary, possibly abetting unscrupulous people, elements on that day, what do you think that people can do?
The people?
Yes. The people who sees the policeman.
What they should do is they will report to the senior person there, the senior policeman.
And the senior will be involved too.
How can all the policemen be involved in whatever you are talking about? The police have been trained, they have been trained and retrained as regards the code of conduct for this election. So anybody that is found wanting, anybody that behaves contrary to the laid rules and regulations, of course it will be sanctioned.
Yeah.
I do not think that after all the time engaged in talking to them, you know, training them, telling them what to do and not what not to do, and someone will still go out there to
if it happens, what should people do?
There is sort of neutrality.
I have said if anything happens, they should report to the nearest, to the senior officer there, who will take charge.
Can you give out your number so that people can call?
Of course I will do that. The PRO will give out the numbers. The DPO will be going around all the polling units. The DPO of the division, you know, where the voting is taking place, will go around. He will intermittently visit all the polling units under his jurisdiction. And if there are complaints, it will be channeled to him. And he will take proper action.
Also, HOD, we read something about the punitive action against anybody who acts in contrary to the leader rules by your commission. That even anybody who is caught perpetrating is going to be jailed. That with the assistance of the police. Likewise, the party that the person wants to work for, you are going to sanction the party. How will you do it?
Right from the ad hoc staff, we are just signing an oath of neutrality. Even the security personnel, they will sign. They just show that the sincerity of coming for each crime. Vote buying, disruption of polls has its own punitive measure, which will be applied. Even if any staff tries to collaborate to disrupt the election, has its own punitive measure, which will definitely be applied. So for every crime, there is a punishment for it in the election.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I want to appreciate those the number of people who come with the Commissioner of Police, represented by the Deputy Commissioner of Police, Mr. Francis Adewale. Am I correct?
Oh, no. DK.
Okay, sorry. Mr. Charles DK. Mr. Charles DK. Thank you very much. I want to appreciate SP. Palola, thank you for making our Deputy Commissioner of Police be here, and likewise we appreciate the commission, that is President Electoral Commission of the State, Dr. Motiu Agboki, for sending Mr. Francis Adewale, the HOD, voter education in Osun State. Mr. Palola, thank you very much. Inspector Michael Oko, thank you very much. PC Bukola Abiola and a host of others, we appreciate you. I appreciate you. By the grace of God, we are going to meet again, possibly when we have another thing, because this is security and for the peace of everybody. I'm at BBC Abijali Adority. Until next week, I say bye for now.
Role model designed to appeal to the consciousness of our youth in choosing the right path in life and to de-emphasize the importance of finding shortcuts to success. These and many other issues